Abeni woke before the sun touched Okoro village. Their small mud hut was cold, and her mother coughed softly on the raffia mat. Abeni tied her faded wrapper and stepped outside. She swept compounds and fetched water for neighbors, earning just enough to buy a few cups of gari. Life was hard, but Abeni's heart stayed soft. Later that afternoon, Abeni walked into the forest to gather firewood. The shade was cool, and the smell of palm leaves filled the air. She saw an old woman sitting beside a fallen clay pot, too heavy for her to lift. Abeni hurried over. "Let me help you, Mama." The woman studied her quietly, then smiled. "You are a child of kindness," she whispered. She reached into her cloth bag and brought out a small brown pot. "Take it. When you are in need, speak gently into it. But ask only with a clean heart." Before Abeni could speak, the woman disappeared among the trees. That night, Abeni placed the pot beside her sleeping mat. The moonlight touched it, and the pot began to glow softly. With trembling lips, Abeni whispered, "I wish for food for me and Mama, just more." The pot warmed under her hands. A gentle hum filled the hut. Then the lid lifted slightly, letting out steam. Inside was warm rice and soft plantains. Abeni gasped. She woke her mother and they ate for the first time in days. The next days brought small miracles. When Mama's cough worsened, medicine leaves appeared in the pot. When Abeni's wrapper tore, a new simple cloth appeared. Enough food, enough water, never too much. The pot answered only her true needs. But Abeni told no one. Their neighbor, Kikolomo, watched closely. How was Abeni suddenly eating well? Why was her mother walking again? One night, when Abeni slept deeply, Kikolomo slipped into the hut and stole the pot. She ran behind the hut and whispered loudly, "Give me gold. Fill my room with riches." The pot shook, hummed angrily. Then burst with a strong wind that knocked her to the ground. It rolled away from her, straight back to Abeni's doorway. At dawn, Abeni found the pot outside, cracked but glowing faintly. Before she could lift it, the old woman appeared again, brighter, almost like a spirit. "My child," she said, "magic listens only to pure hearts. Greed has no voice here." She touched the pot. The crack sealed with a thin line of light. "Use it wisely," the woman whispered. Then she faded like smoke. Abeni continued using the pot gently, never asking for more than she needed. Soon she saved enough food to start a small market stall. Her mother grew strong again. People came to buy Abeni's warm meals and kind smile. Her life improved, not because of magic alone, but because of the goodness she carried from the beginning. The pot stayed on her shelf, glowing softly, waiting for the heart that deserved it.